Let's go! Welcome to the show. It's Project Open Mic. Let's take the show off right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here with me, cause it's Project Open Mic. Let's have a good show tonight. Let's get a topic straight. Let's get things good. Let's do everything that we should. It's Project Open Mic. Let's kick the show off right. Let's open our minds and take out our style. Let's see what's going on in the world tonight. It's Project Open Mic. Let's have a good show tonight. It's Project Open Mic. Let's kick the show off right. It's Project Open Mic. Let's have a good show tonight. It's Project Open Mic. Let's kick the show off right. It's Project Open Mic. Let's have a good show tonight. It's Project Open Mic. Let's take the show off right. It's Project Open Mic. Let's have a good show tonight. What's going on, everybody? Sorry, it's been a long time, and I understand that. I did a live show in about 2 weeks, and this basically is Project Open Mic more than a side chat. I apologize for that. Man. So what's up, sorry, I can't say Facebook because they gave me problems right now. So what up, Tempo FM? What up, YouTube? What up, Twitch? And again, like I said, what happened basically is the last 2 weeks I have been really busy with family, so I apologize for that. With me, but I take care of stuff for the family, and then some stories came up because of some nonsense. But basically, I was celebrating my grandmother's 94th birthday, and everybody wanted to do a big shindig about it. So I focused more time on that, making her that she have a very special birthday. So that's what I was focusing on. And of course, after that, it was a lot of shopping because she was heading back to her country, and my mom and everybody else. So I just had to do a lot of stuff. So I apologize for that. It ain't been a show for 2 weeks. Just been super busy and without letting you guys know. So that's on me. That's on me. So. But I wanted to do a show last night. Technical difficulties because of the software I use basically had expired. I did not know that because of so much stuff, so I had to do that. And then try to start it up now. And like I said, give me problems here, there, and there. But I'll take what I get. So this is episode 39. Basically, again, Black Curse. When I say about the Black Curse, and you have to give me, this is not professional, I know, but I just got to make sure that I am being. What I say about the Black. Good. I was just making sure I was getting heard. So I see some chats coming in too. So good. Thank you guys on the Tempo FM side. Yeah, there's no side chat. This might not depend on how fast I go through this, but we'll be back to normal schedule next week. I apologize for that in that regard. But as a YouTuber I watch said, enough waffling. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. So shout out to a special person. I don't know if she'll see this or not. I'm hoping that your surgery went well and everything is good, and know that everything is just keep me, and I keep in my prayers. Hope everything is good with you. All right. With that said, let's get out to the nitty gritty. The Black Curse. Why reason I use the Black Curse? Because again, it's a documentary I want to make. But not only that, the Black Curse is something that is like ice. It's not because you're black and you get cursed. It's because the thing that's cursed is I see excuse me. I see people. I'm gonna get a little drink of water here. Apologize for that. Basically, I see black people try to do things, and we're trying to do things. It comes off they don't want to take acknowledgement of certain things or to do stuff. And for some weird reason in Black America, if a black person does one thing, it affects a lot of people. Now, I see that and I don't see that. I see that because I've seen how the past and how comedians makes jokes about it and everything. But also, like, again, as I said before, I don't speak for the black community, the black community don't speak for me. So I am me first before anything else. Okay. That's who I am before anything else. So I hope people can wake up, break them chains, break them bonds, guys. Trust me, please, because the chains that we can't break, they broke the chains a long time ago, with the help of white people. So let's not pretend that in town. I was carrying the help of white people. White people enslaved, and some black people enslaved, or white people enslaved. Again, I am not. I wanted to do something special because I got a postcard from the Democratic Party, and I wanted to respond to it, but I respond to it in a straight no chaser video. Because I was gonna do it up here, but with the time constraint and everything, I said, nah, I'm gonna do it with in a straight no chaser video because it demands it. It really does. So, with that said, now I want to go and I want to go and talk about this. Last year, make a big hullabaloo. Last year, last week, they make a big hullabaloo. So last week, sadly, George Floyd was killed in Minnesota. So it was the anniversary of most people. I'm sorry, most people going ape crap crazy over this. Now, again, people want to be blind with blinders about history, and they like to. That's what I said. They're blind to the history of the past, whatever. Majority of people said what Derek Chauvin did was wrong. Majority of people, they were like maybe what 5%, but most people were saying that was bad what he did. Then more evidence and more stuff come out, whatever. I still say he should go to jail on involuntary manslaughter, maybe homicide and whatever. Like, but the second degree, no. The third degree and involuntary, yeah, he should go to jail for that. But again, George Floyd also brought most of the stuff on himself in a way which is that's not bad. I respect the brother. The brother I respect the most. The sisters of them, no, not really. And to that regard too, I am not deifying the guy. The guy was not a saint. He was not a man of the church or somebody going around helping other people and all that stuff all the time. No, he did find himself in the past. Doesn't mean that he should get killed that way. There's a difference in that, but people just feel like, oh, that happened. No, I am not going to deify. Basically, I should not do a false god in the first place. Two, I'm not gonna deify a human. That's because of what he did. I would say that Wade Smith is a good person, but that was not the case with George. And three, I also not gonna make people who did bad things in the past, and as I said before, make them feel good so they could be whatever. I don't know where he is. He could be up, he could be down. It's not my call. But I never pissed whip a woman. I never robbed nobody. I never did stuff like was crazy on drugs and flipping out and doing stuff to people. So sorry, I don't know. I ain't gonna put. But point taken. They got invited to the White House. They went to the whole blah 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 whatever. Minnesota with all this, they defunded the police. All this is gonna be connected. All the videos you're gonna see tonight are gonna be connected. They defunded the police. Goody. And Black Lives Matter gained a foothold and shouted loud and proud. Again, Black Lives Matter, all lives matter. That's just the way I see it. I did not like the program, the organization, because of what, and I'm gonna share that too. But we'll get into that point as well. So with that now, excuse me, I want to just share you some, share you these things. So, Black Lives Matter and Minnesota defunding the cops, defunding the police officers and stuff. So they wanted to make it a symbol. They wanted to make a symbol. They wanted to make a zone where they should say, hey, this is where Black people can, this is where this happened and he passed away. So they got George Floyd Park, I think it's called. And they want to memorialize and seeing how justice and stuff like that. Well, this is where, you know what? Let me not talk. Nope, wrong way. Let's play the footage here and see what happened when people try to make this an auspicious situation.
This bill of comprehensive police reform to be... just got to be careful here with some gunshots. Excuse us.
Holy crap.
It sounds like gunshots. I'll let you know what this is. These seem to be gunshots.
Get down!
Shit, where is that?
We're okay.
We're just gonna go.
Let's go. Down.
Residents in Minnesota and Minneapolis to observe 9 minutes and 29 seconds of silence, representing the 9 minutes and 29 seconds that Derek Chauvin knelt on George Floyd's neck. Hold on.
Wow. It kind of feels like people just don't, I don't know, give an S. And there's certain type of Black people who just, Chris Rock says it better, but I can't, I'm gonna give them the Tommy Sotomayor treatment. The kind of bears, niggly bears, they don't want to be domesticated. No. So you're telling me on this occasion, we're supposed to be bringing unity and greatness and have all the Black kids and all the stuff, and you try to deify this guy, you had a drive-by shooting. Sadly, somebody did die, and I feel sad for the person who did die. That is wrong, and that's totally messed up. But yeah, that's a problem. And when we don't address that problem, things happen. When we do this stupid thing of, oh, let's defund the police, who gets hurt? Again, the white liberals who be saying it, white leftists, I should say, who be saying this, they live in there. I showed a video the last episode 34. Look what I said, where I showed you, where you showed the two different sides, black and white liberals, and how they leftists, keep I say it's leftists, and they were like, oh, they should riot, they should loot, they should all this stuff there. And the people who's at the center who are Black are like, no, we want the cops. No, we don't want people coming and looting our stuff. Two different people. And then they speak for you. That's the problem. Look at this. Look, let me just play this a little bit right here, because this had me stunned right here. I'm like, wait a minute. This is weird. This ain't one gunshot. There's multiple gunshots. And people are running.
These seem to be gunshots.
Get down!
And look at this dude, literally just standing like, this white man here got me. See, I'm scared of a person like him. What the hell? You are not faced by gunshots?
Shit, where is that?
We're okay.
Dude, you're not scared by gunshots. And you want to know why y'all get shot and stuff sometimes. Jeez Louise. But there you go. George Floyd Park. And there's gunshots on the day that he died. And somebody died too. Funny. And I'm not funny, haha, funny like that's messed up. Anybody talking about this stuff? Nope. You have that. Now, here's the sad part about this. I want this lady to tell you, because around that time too, in Minnesota, you defund the cops, politicians, which proud for you, but you got your protection. Remember I told you the Minnesota senators or whatever, the local one, they get they have $250,000 a day to protect them, which is $1.2 million a year to protect them. But you, average person, black, white, or whatever, for you, no, you should not have no protection by the cops. You should let the wolves eat you alive while they put the sheepdogs away to protect themselves. Basically, Animal Farm. If you ever seen that movie, also, Idiocracy is messed up, but it's coming true, and Animal Farms is the same way. See how that works out. The same animals who didn't like the humans act like the humans once they get the power. Absolute power corrupts absolute. That's what it is. Let's flip in, but I want to play something a little more messed up. And I mean messed up is just like sad. So let me get it here. And I feel bad for the mother. I feel bad for the grandmother. I do. But let's hear what she got to say. This is also in Minnesota. 2 kids got shot. 2 kids. She's the grandmother of one of them.
This where we got to be at. This where my grandson come play at, and he can't. He fighting for his life. Trinity fighting for her life. We in our north side, when is enough enough? When is enough enough? I suffered a heart attack on Tuesday from this. I had heart surgery on Thursday. I shouldn't even be out here right now, but I'm still fighting for my grandson. You know why? Because that's all I got. That's all I got. I'm going to be his voice until he able to speak. I'm going to speak for him because he didn't deserve it. A 10-year-old with a gunshot wound to the head. Why is this community not angry? Y'all tell me that. Because it was a black kid? Is that why? Is that why? Because a cop didn't shoot him? Is that why? Nobody angry? Y'all got to be kidding me. We got to do better than this. We got to do better than this. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. It done got so that we just immune to it now. We just turn our heads now. We just immune. No, we're not immune. No, I'm not going to sit down. I'm not going to stop talking about it. Y'all might go on with y'all life, but this is our life. This is what we live every day for the last 16 days. 16 days. I seen y'all a few days. 16 days, though, we've been at North Memorial. We had prayers every day at 6 p.m. at North Memorial. Ain't none of y'all there. None of y'all there. Everybody in this community should be angry. Why y'all not mad? Ain't nobody mad. It's 2 kids now. What is going to be a 3rd one this weekend? This is 2 kids now.
There's a lot in Chicago. A lot.
When are y'all going to step up? A 10 and 8-year-old, they ain't even begin life. And who to say they even going to have life? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the repercussions in behind this. So I'm talking to the mayor, the chief, the community activist, everybody. Where y'all at? When are y'all going to do something? When is enough enough? 2 kids? 2 kids. In less than 16 days, 2 kids. Y'all make that make sense to y'all. Then it might make sense to me too, because it's not adding up right now. But y'all keep my grandson in prayers. Keep little Trinity in prayers, because they fighting. They fighters. They fighters. Them little babies is fighting. But why should they have to fight for something like this? Why should they? Where everybody at? I can't believe everybody did a news conference and the families wasn't invited. How do y'all do a news conference without the families invited?
Mm.
We suffering. We the ones suffering. We the ones hurting.
Exactly.
We live here. Y'all go home. We live here every day. How are y'all not mad? Where's everybody at?
How you could do a news conference without the parents? There you go. What do you expect? Huh? How? She's correct. I feel her anger. She's 100% correct. Where you guys at when we need you? No, because you are a father, so we could keep this perpetual curse going that the white man is this and the cops are this. Her kids didn't get shot by her grandson didn't get shot by no cop. Oh, because she didn't get shot by a white cop, and he's a black kid, and it was a black shooter. We don't care. Is that how we're gonna do this? Is that how you're gonna do it? Again, that's the curse. That's literally the black curse. I'm saying, you have not broken those chains. You might have broken that chains physically, but mentally, no, you're not. A lot of these community people, they're not. And most of the community activist leaders, that's where Black Lives Matter coming. I'm gonna talk about that. But before that, let me give you another example of a politician. A politician. We're not going to we call it, defund the police, blah blah blah, defund the police, right? We're gonna keep things all crazy and whatever. We should help. We're helping the black people because we're gonna defund the police. Police are bad people. Blah 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 blah. And again, not all cops are good, and not all cops are bad. Majority are good, but there are bad apples in there, and there's some devious apples. We need to figure them out. But by doing what you're doing right now, you're getting rid of a lot of the good cops as well too. With the whole defund the police bull crap, and in the neighborhoods that need it, like that lady was just saying, she ain't got nobody to help her out in that situation, don't she? Just as messed up it is. But let me show you something here. I'll bring this back down for purposes, But let's play this little clip here right here, shall we?
Today, one of Atlanta's council members became a victim of the city's surging crime problem. He was nearly dragged down the street by young thieves. They were driving away with his car. It happened along Verbena Street near Hamilton E. Holmes and I-20 in Northwest Atlanta. Channel 2's Tom Regan is live there. And Tom, the councilman says he was there to talk about neighborhood redevelopment.
Right, Leonard, the councilman told me that he was parked actually right here in front of this building, about to meet up with a neighborhood association person and a developer. Moments later, he watched in shock as 4 kids jumped into his car and took off.
We were engaged in conversation. We looked up, and one kid was in the driver's seat.
When Councilman Antonio Brown climbed out of his car to greet someone less than 10 feet away, he didn't think much of a group of kids walking by.
Somewhere between 7 and 11 years old. So you don't immediately think, oh, these kids are getting ready to steal my car.
But that's exactly what they did in a matter of seconds, jumping into his unlocked Mercedes-Benz and hitting the push-button start.
He started to hit on the gas, Ben let go, and then the kid started to drag me in the car a half of a block. He started to speed up, and I knew that if I had not let go, I could have probably killed myself because he was going so fast.
Neighborhood Association member Ben Norman told me he struck the pavement trying to stop the car.
So I got some scratches and stuff. Because they took off out of the car, and I kind of fell down on the ground for a minute.
The councilman says he called 911 and waited for 5 minutes to speak to a dispatcher. He said it took 45 minutes for police to arrive because his call was marked low priority in error.
And you want to know why it got marked that, sir? Because you called for defunding the police, you jabroni.
Remarkably, he told me he won't file charges against the youngsters who stole his car. He believes they acted out of hopelessness, lack of support, and opportunity.
I don't know if someone else put them up to doing it. I don't know what the circumstance was, but it was just unfortunate to see kids that young engaging in criminal behavior.
Like you, I'll get to that point right there, but I like how he says that he's not gonna file charges. Okay. And then these little, I'll leave it. Let me finish.
Brown, who's running for mayor, says some systematic changes must be made for Atlanta to curb its rising crime rate. Police are still looking for his car and the kids who stole it.
If y'all make him mayor, your crime rate's gonna go up. If he's not gonna make the example out of these little kids, you don't have to. I get it. You don't have to put them, charge them. Let them get this scared. Let them figure out this is not the path to go. But no, these little bastards are gonna go and do worse thing. How about if it was an older woman that did this too, and she died because she was? Well, we already saw that in Washington D.C. What happened? It was an older man, 2 black kids. Did that to this old man, and he died, and they were callous as these little hoodlums, 16 and 15, callously stepped over the man's body to get a cell phone. And my cell phone is dead. They didn't care that they just killed the man. They did not care. They killed the man. And what happened out of those 2 little hood rats? Oh wait. They're not getting judged jail time. Why? Are you telling me these little demons? I'm sorry, I'm calling what it is. I'm here. I don't try to hold back certain words because of certain things. These little demons are gonna grow up and they could have children, and then because their parents did a crappy job with them, they're gonna birth more demons to do harm to other people. They literally killed a 60-year-old man. They literally killed a 60-year-old man, and they get no jail time. I talked about it in the past videos. That's crazy. And he wants to become the mayor of Atlanta? Atlanta, you ain't bad enough that they done tainted you with that y'all stupid because we want to make voter ID. Oh my God, voter ID, that's so racist. No, it's not. No, it's not. Again, they make that black people are stupid. This is a guy who's half black, whatever, and they trying to make sure that they say that he's, that he, the way he puts stuff. I was like, what? Wait a minute, something ain't right here. He is just as bad as anything else. And come to find out, let's see if we can find come to find out, he's also have fraud charges with cars and credit cards and everything. Oh, funny. And he wants to be a mayor. So he's already corrupted. He's already a corrupted person. He's on an FBI investigation for fraud and also doing taking money from charities and stuff. That is a piece of that guy is. You piece of loser. He deserved that one because that's what he is. Just as bad as that. Y'all telling me I should no. Remember, they don't care. He don't live in that neighborhood. So he doesn't care that these little ruffians are going around doing stuff like that. And again, they could have killed somebody just like those girls in Washington, D.C. kill a 60-year-old man. But because he's a man and he's a foreigner, he was a foreigner. You would think, oh, well, because the news love to make it. The Democrats like, oh, yeah, it's a foreigner. We got enough for legal immigration and blah, blah, blah. Nah, if you come over here legally, they don't give a damn about you. If you're a man, they really don't care about you. They only care about you when you're dead. So it's messed up that this guy died, and these 2 little girls are not going to get jail time. This is how you create. This is why you create these little systems in here that cause a problem. And when you do that, let's compound it now with another thing. Let me show you this other video right here because it's just as stupid as the other one. Because they know how to make you think. let's listen about the crime rate now. Again, remember, they're making the crime rate go up because you literally tell the wolves there's no sheepdogs. You are announcing the wolves and no sheepdogs. The chickens that's inside of the sheeps that's inside of their pens and looking down are telling it, shouting out to everybody, there's no sheepdogs, while you, the regular people, are around there, whatever.
New York Times reports San Francisco's shoplifting surge. The mundane crime of shoplifting has spun out of control in San Francisco, forcing some chain stores to close. I believe.
And this is only in San Francisco. It's happening to Minnesota. It's happening into Portland. It's happening, Washington, Portland City, Seattle, New York, some Atlanta. These are happening right now. Jersey.
It was what, 17 Walgreens stores?
Yeah.
Because the police said they're no longer going to arrest people for these petty crimes. You see a video of these women in Walgreens, and they're just shoveling makeup products, cosmetics, into bags because the cops won't come. They're not going to bother with it anymore. The Democrats said the police system is oppressive. Let's not have it. And so you don't.
Well, so in New York, apparently there was a series of shoplifting things that were happening. So more of like the CVS's and Walgreens were starting to put more stuff behind lock and key. And Cynthia Nixon, being the great limousine liberal that she is, tweeted out about how she went to her corner CVS and she saw stuff behind lock and key.
Yes.
And she was so offended at this time that people were struggling to make ends meet that they thought that this was the best way to handle it. I mean, that's why, like, when people say liberalism is disorder, I'm like, that's so not nice to say. And then I'm like, actually,
but
it may be a disorder.
But we can't let them take the word liberalism, because that's certainly not what it is.
I know,
It's
but
leftism.
The idea that you see things behind lock and key in a CVS, and instead of thinking about, isn't this terrible that we have this scourge of shoplifting to the point that shop owners are required to put stuff behind lock and key? Instead, you think, isn't it awful at this time when people are struggling to eat that people feel like they have to hide things?
This is the cycle of Democrats. Here's what happens. Someone shoplifts and gets arrested. And then people outside are filming. And the person's screaming, my hands, you're hurting me, I can't breathe. And they're like, this is bad. He was only shoplifting. Like, this is crazy. Like, what are these cops doing? So then they all protest, and they smash a bunch of windows, and they burn places down. And the city says, people, we've heard your cries. We will no longer arrest shoplifters. Then all of a sudden, and this is actually what happens, Walgreens sees a wave of shoplifting, and so then Walgreens puts things behind locked cages, and then people start filming it going, Walgreens is racist. They are racist because the only things that they're covering up are the products used by minority communities. It's like, but there's no cops to stop the shoplifting, so they have to lock the products up now. Now you're complaining about what you advocated for? That's the system. They say, we must abolish the police because the police are oppressive. Then crime skyrockets. See, the police weren't doing anything anyway. They weren't keeping our community safe. No, you got rid of the cops. You defunded them. You abolished them. What are you complaining about now?
You know, the left is completely predicated on building coalitions of victims. So all their policies have to be geared towards creating new victims. No one can ever graduate from victimhood. It's why, like, look, gay people for years and years and years said, if we get the right to marry, the right to openly serve the military, like, our work here is going to be done. When they said, actually, now it's LGBTQ
IAA plus
right.
2.
Because you can't, no one's ever allowed to leave. You're never allowed to graduate out of victimhood. The fact is that gay people in this country have more freedoms than any other country on the entire planet. They've been the most successful civil rights movement of all time in record time. People should be high-fiving. Instead, you've got the left trying to convince them that, actually you're still oppressed.
My favorite article, I think it was from The Root. It said, black men are the white people of black people.
Yeah.
Like something like that. And it was like, wait, what? They needed to find some kind of power dynamic. The woke left, so it's not all of them, but they do align behind this. They only believe that there is no truth but power. So that.
And that part, I did read that article, which is asinine. Oh, I'm the white man. The black man are the white people of the black community. Hey, Root. I got a finger for you, but I don't want to show it because what it is. That's BS. Okay, so stupid, but they want to they want to keep us separated. That's why I said that they don't want to break the chains in your mind. They got your mind chained. Slavery ain't done. Hell, well, again, point taken. There's more slavery in this world more than was back 400 years ago. There's more slavery and there's worse slavery now than it was back 400 years ago. And there's still a lot of black people gaining slave. Go to a lot of African countries. Go to China. You'll see. China's doing a lot of slavery. And Arabs too. Nobody want to talk about that. You still have the caste system in India and Mexico and some of the South American countries. Still nobody want to talk about that. And then you have traffickers where these people getting used to say, oh, well, we want illegals to come over, whatever. Most of the people who are illegals that are coming over, these young girls, whatever, sex traffickers. They're sex slaves. Look at that. Remember that the attorney general that was for New York? When he was, he was saying, oh, bad, President Trump is blah, 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 and his sexist and all this stuff, whatever. Come to find out he had an Indian woman slave in his apartment. Sex slave. Wow. Funny how they like say all this stuff. They don't, so they go, again, they're shouting out so the people, so that conflict could be down there, like Tim is saying down there, and they stay up here like, well, those wolves ain't gonna get to me. I'm good. Let them keep on eating. I'm gonna keep fat on the hog, and I'll be all right. I'm gonna get some good food tomorrow because I gotta share my stuff with these peons. Because a lot of these peons are gonna be gone. That's how they think. I'm telling you in that. So that goes now to BLM. I've already done videos on them, a lot of them. I have. Y'all know that. You go back, you see what it's on the bottom of the screen right here. Project Over Mike on YouTube or Tempo FM. You guys know Radio T through for you guys. You go back and see past videos as best as you can. Now, Tempo has a different layout because they don't stay up there. It's not really, it's more of a radio podcast setup, not really a visual audio stuff like I have. And right now, looking at it, wow. Ooh. Tempo FM, y'all are sure now. I get it. I know the side chat is not tonight. Yes, I see the stuff. I get it. I literally get it. I'm looking at it right now. It's a little. Thank you again. I wish you guys could go to YouTube and subscribe. If you like what we are saying, share this content to YouTube through YouTube and everybody. Share this content. It's well deserved, well needed. Guys, help people out. Help us out to help us, to show this stuff. But yeah, Project Over Mike on YouTube, and we're going to try to get some more channels and everything. I would say Facebook for right now. When I said Facebook is acting stupid, so it is what it is. Funny enough, the one thing that Facebook had cut me for, come to find out is correct. I'll get back to that a little bit later on. But Black Lives Matter, I already talked about that. Am I surprised? Am I surprised by that? Not really. Not really. Because it is literally crazy. Right now we have 22,471 people through Tempo. Thank you, Tempo. You guys show out. And again, I apologize for not having shows for 2 weeks. But I gotta make sure I have that. But I want to put this together though. So, Black Lives Matter. Communist people saying about that. They say they don't care for black men. They really don't. They want to break up the nuclear family, which is the strong point of making more black people more strong in America. They go the opposite. They want to break it down. They didn't care. Now, Patrice Khan Colors, funny, her name is Khan. Her name, she got a Khan in there. That's what she was, a con artist. She literally had over $5 million worth of properties. One in Atlanta, which had it had its own airport. It had its own landing strip. Wow. I must be some Black Lives Matter business jet be landing there or whatever. That's kind of weird. And funny enough, the $3 million house that everybody talked about, you can go to the news, Patricia Khan Collins, she stepped down because of this. She also again, I talked about it in that previous video, but she also got a house. She made that house around white people. Black power, black this, around white people. I don't care for that. I'm just laughing. I'm laughing at how that messed up it is. And she wanted to get a $5 million house in the Bahamas, a mansion in the Bahamas. She might have got it. She might not have got it. I didn't keep up to see if she did. I know she wasn't talking soon, but she put in an offer bid. Wow. And because all this heat, she stepped down as chairperson of Black Lives Matter. Really? Are you surprised? I'm not. I am not. She played her scam. She played all you people. She basically figured out a way to make a lot of money. She got y'all. That's why I see people saying that. Like, no, I'm not for the organization. I get the phrase. I understand a good phrase and good thing, but that phrase has a toxic meaning to it because of what the organization has done with it. But don't take my word for it, though. No. You know I gotta bring them. You know your boy Tay gotta bring them receipts. Just gotta bring them receipts, man. I gotta bring the receipts. Let's take it from a person who believes as well too. Let's hear what he said, and he was ahead of one of the chapters. So let's hear what he has to say.
I was born in Minneapolis in 1985. We called the North Side home at that time, 18th and Queen. When I was 2 years old, my father was shot and killed. My mother wasn't able to take care of me, so I was raised by my grandparents. They told me that if I was going to change my life for the better, education was the answer. So I worked hard in school. I got into Hamline University and earned a college degree, first in my family. Then I went on to earn a master's in education from St. Mary's University of Minnesota. I am living proof that no matter your start in life, quality education is a pathway to success. I want the same success for our children in our communities. That's why in 2015, I was a founder of Black Lives Matter in St. Paul. I believe the organization stood for exactly what the name implies. Black lives do matter. However, after a year on the inside, I learned they had little concern for rebuilding black families. And they cared even less about improving the quality of education for students in Minneapolis. That was made clear when they publicly denounced charter schools alongside the teachers union. I was an insider in Black Lives Matter, and I learned the ugly truth. The moratorium on charter schools does not support rebuilding the black family, but it does create barriers to a better education for black children. I resigned from Black Lives Matter after a year and a half, but I didn't quit working to improve black lives and access to a great education. Today, I serve as the president and executive director of Minnesota Parent Union. We're dedicated to helping parents move their children from failing schools to successful schools. It's hard work, and we're up against forces that don't want us to succeed. But success is possible. Just look at me and the hundreds of children and families we've helped to pursue a great education, break the chains of poverty, and lead a life of success.
Good. I'm happy for you, sir. And that's basically what it is. I'll tell you right now, if I have kids, public schools, I don't know. I said my mom and dad worked very hard to put me and my sister through private schools, and then we went to public afterwards. But by that time, we had the knowledge to watch out for certain things. But yeah, I might gotta do that to my kids. Charter schools or private schools. I don't think I go to public school. These schools right now, they're full of people who teach kids stupid stuff. They don't teach them the regular stuff. Little kids should not be learning about these things about the gender roles and all that stuff. They should be learning about ABCs, reading, writing, arithmetic. I don't care about the other stuff. Teach my kid how to do what I did when I was in school. And then you have critical race theory, which is kicking in like in high gear. Got a video for that. Give me a second. And also, they also have common core, where they're trying to make math now subjective. Math is objective. It's the only objective subject we have, and they're trying to even make that subjective. 5 plus 5 equals 12. No, but it feels like it's 12. No. 5 plus 5 equals 10. Let's keep it 100. Okay? But critical race theory, all because of D'Angelo, whatever, her white fragility, which she said herself, she's a racist person. She's a racist person, but people don't understand that. I read the book. The book is racist in the way he said it. The book basically said black and brown people, we're stupid. We need an evil white man to help us get along. And you could see over and over and over that situation. But I'm gonna let, like I said, shout out to this father. I want to play this. Brother, you did a good job. I'm happy that you're doing that with your daughter. And God bless you, man. And fathers need to be in children's lives. Guys, wrap it up, wrap it the hell up, and make sure you choose the right woman to have a child by. And stop doing flings, okay? Please. And women, you are literally all the arbiters of having a child. You are the gatekeepers. Unless a guy physically raped you, did that. I know that word triggers things, but I gotta be honest. Unless a guy did that, that's a scum of the earth guy. She die in hell and whatever. But if he ain't did that, you're the arbiters at the door. You're the one who opens the banks. Make sure this person is an ideal person to have a child with. That's all on you. Sorry, but it is. I don't know when I will ever have sex in the future. I don't know. But you do. Because if anything outside of that, it's illegal. So if it ain't that, you should choose the right people. Vet these guys out. A lot of these guys, there's a thing about me, and you're gonna see in the straight no chasers thing. I never get the point where when guys do stupid stuff, I will call out that they do stupid stuff. Like you saw me call guys stupid stuff. But some weird reason, sometimes women come together all the time, even though the women are doing a horrible, heinous thing. There are a few outliers out there, but they're not the majority, and that's the problem. I don't get that. It puzzles my mind. But again, shout outs to the father. I'm going to play right here. He's teaching his young daughter, which I'll be teaching my young daughter if I get it out or kid, if ever happens.
Daddy teaches you can be anything in this world that you want to be, right? Don't Daddy teach you that?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you're black or white or any color.
It doesn't matter if you're black, white, brown, yellow, right?
Black.
And how we treat people is based on who they are and not what color they are.
And if they're nice and smart.
See, this is how children think right here. Critical race theory wants to end that. Not with my children. It's not gonna happen. My baby's gonna know that no matter what she wants to be in life, all she has to do is work hard, and she can become that.
Amen.
Work hard, even though you don't know anyone. You can make friends.
Yeah, you can make friends, no matter what color they are. So we need to stop CRT. Period. Point blank. Children do not see skin color, man. They love everybody. If they're good people, they love them.
We pray for people that are hurt.
Amen. Amen. I'm gonna leave it to that, but shout outs to the father being in his daughter's life. It looked like general love. I love seeing that like that, including if you're black in the black community. I like seeing that. And sadly, a lot of fathers will do a lot of stuff for their kids if the situation is presented in a great way. He does it, and I'm happy for him, but a lot of guys don't get a chance to. I found too many things. I just saw a story last week where this guy was married and he had a disease. He wanted to make sure that his kids was all right, and found out that the 3 kids that he had was not his. He was married. That's why I was saying the women are the arbiters of having a children. Y'all says your body, your choice, and you would kill babies. Okay. My pocket, my choice. 3 kids, not his. And 20 kids are angry at the father for finding out that. I'm like, you're angry at your father to find out that you're not the father? You should be angry at your mother, but I never understood that. I know a friend, I do know a person who have 5 kids. 3 of his kids is not his. 2 is, 3 is not. Because he was going to give a kidney to his son because his son had a kidney failure thing and it was not a match. How devastating that is to find out 3 of your kids that you raise is not yours. That's hurtful. So choose the right men, women, choose the right men, ladies, thugs, and all the other stuff, or bad a-holes, whatever. Stop that, please. And guys, you have a choice as well too. Make sure you vet these women to find out if this is a woman you want to have a child with. Please, if you're gonna have a fling, wrap it the hell up, and make sure you know how to use a condom right, please. If not, and this is not the thing, whatever, abstain and don't do it. But I can't argue to a degree that, you know, if you didn't see, you see the telltale signs that, I mean, some of the signs are there. You're like, I'm not surprised this woman's like that. Sometimes you see it. Women, just like y'all said, men change, and I agree with you on that. Some men do change and stuff, and they were like not take care of the kid and all that stuff. I know it's a loser, straight out losers, but a lot of guys who want to be the kid, but you hold the kid as a weapon against them. That's the part I don't like. Okay? I don't like. And right there, you want to break generational poverty and generational racism. That guy right there is doing that with his daughter. Just like my mom and grandma did with me, and like I would do with that. We don't have generational poverty. We don't have generational thing. Why? Because we are we, and we did not make the choice. We make good choices the best way we can. So that's why I thank my mom and dad for putting me and my sister to school and kicking game and stuff like that. And I had a chance to talk to my grandmother, and my grandmother laid out some wisdom that I'm going to play a little bit of it, but not a lot. But my mom laid out some good wisdom and some stuff. So I'll play that video on the channel. You see it as well too. But it's just ridiculous. Just ridiculous how that works out like that. They just want to keep you whatever. And I want to give a quick shout out of something as well too, just to tap onto this, because again, the white leftists and as Kwame, I forgot his last name. He's blowing up on YouTube, whatever. He called them the Run Along Gang. Yeah, people are talking about these black people do certain things. I always shout out to Monique too. I want to do a video about Monique, talk about the bonnets and stuff like that, because I saw some stuff and I need to talk about that as well too. But this is the people I want to show you. These are the people, what they have done to their cities, and people still don't see it and still vote for these morons. Because because the news media, they won't let you say certain things. Now, of course not. Not the news media. Come on. There's a reason why I use Chicago, Washington State, Portland, Seattle, California, New York, because y'all people who moves here to these places, this is what they do and most of the time, these cities have been democratically run for 60, 70 years. And y'all still, it's like, wow, somebody come and burn down my house. I build it back up, and I still vote for the people who come and burn down my house. Why? I just want to play a small clip of this.
Throughout the country, it deteriorated a lot in the last 40 years because it's been mismanaged. You know, everybody likes to think their politics are important, but San Francisco has had a culture that has thrived upon politics.
You mentioned median home price is 1.5 to 2 million. So there has to be a lot of wealth there. And then we have homeless people in the street, and then we have these government programs. How does it work?
It doesn't work. It does nothing for the homeless people. It does enrich the pockets of the homeless service providers, the nonprofits. Exactly. And that's where the, if you call it corruption or the fallacy or the deception is.
How are the San Francisco politicians able to actually have this much influence into the state.
That's the way it works up there. It's a blood sport. It's get what you can while you can, as quick as you can.
What do you think is going to happen to the state?
I don't see a future unless we start electing intelligent, young people who are honest. They have the fiduciary sense of responsibility. They have the people's needs and desires at heart.
Just wanted to play that. You could go to Epoch Times, how why San Francisco is leading the way to California and how things are bad. You can check that out when you want to check that out. I might put it in the raw file on the YouTube channel so you can check it out and you watch it. If you're watching this and you just need to think, I'll put it in the raw file. But there's some stuff coming out of that that's pretty, very, 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 very. I'm hitting my head because it's like I see it. That's why talking about it is on this channel. That right there is very, very. This right here is very, very. Not it's very. It's important knowledge, but people still vote these people in. Try something else. Nobody want to try something else. I'm not saying I go vote for a Republican. Hell, most of the Republicans are cowards. They're spineless wimps. Go Libertarian. Go Green Party. Go something. Stop giving these people that much power. They don't care. These people don't care about that. But as I say, and then people, like I said, you see what you saw what a shoplifting I talk about. These are people say, "Oh, we have food deserts, and they don't want to build in our neighborhoods." When they're robbing everybody every time, you're surprised they don't want to build. I wouldn't build in your neighborhood. And if I build in your neighborhood, oh, I'm coming with the security guards and the guns and everything, so y'all don't come and be jabronis around there. But that's if I have to do that. But that reflects on that. Don't be saying, oh, they don't want to build in a neighborhood because we're black. No, because there's a high crime rate and you're stealing S. And if we try to do anything, you're gonna hit us with the whole racist stuff. Let's call it what it is and stop playing this effing around the stupid stuff around. It's just, let's be honest about it. There's a reason why I moved from the neighborhood I moved, because y'all were breaking into people's houses. And they were looking like me. So you know what I did? I went to the country because I'm not playing that game at all. At all. I swear, coming to America and listening to some of the people is again. Y'all be like, oh yeah, the last president was racist. President Trump was racist. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Unemployment was way better than him for black people, but y'all don't care. The news media right now, all they're talking about is January 6th. They ain't care about nothing else. January 6th, January 6th, January 6th. They don't care that gas prices went crazy. They don't care inflation is hitting hard. They don't care that all the lies that our president now says he's going to do ain't happening. I did a video called Prove Me Wrong, because I want to be proven wrong, but Biden has not proven me wrong. He's done everything he's done. And now we got $6 trillion to look forward to. To what? Inflation? We're already in a crazy inflation right now. And it's like, oh, and right now the racist people, as y'all call the leftists, they don't care. They just love to see that y'all destroying yourself. Here's an example. I'm gonna play a little thing because I swear, shout out to Jericho Green, but I'm with him. I swear this is how that story worked out. Let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can find. Yeah. I'll let him explain to you because don't it feel like this? But I'll let him say for me.
Do you, the American Negro, solemnly swear to undercut, hold back, and be a general hurdle for the entire black community? Do you swear to incentivize black women to keep the man out of the house and destabilize the black family? Do you swear to always tear down your own people at every turn? And if you see one of you colored devils doing well in school, will you promise to call them white or a sellout? Not sure why speaking properly is not a black trait, but whatever, it works. I've even seen a video of black guys beating up a black kid because he was on his way to school. Now, do you swear to allow yourselves to be easily upset and distracted? Do you swear to use the word nigger more than I ever could in my wettest Klan dreams? It's a hurtful, disgusting word, but I'm sure you can make it work. And make sure you use that sumbitch everywhere. On the TV, in your music, and most importantly, in your own home. Do you solemnly swear to kill yourselves at a higher rate than we ever could at the height of our power? I mean, we were going into towns a-riding and a-whomping, hanging niggers as far as the eye could see. But I have a feeling that you have the potential to shatter those numbers. Will you continue our proud tradition of killing yourselves where you sleep? No matter age, I want you to kill the adults as well as the kids. Do I have your word that you will hold your own citizens hostage in their own neighborhoods? In order for this to work, you must divide yourselves into violent gangs and cliques to ensure maximum death. I haven't forgot about you nigresses either. You will play the most pivotal role in all of this. Swear that you will provide us, the evil white people, with at least 300,000 dead black babies every year. Swear it. And finally, since it's illegal for us to discriminate against you guys because of the civil rights movement, whatever, y'all need to do us proud by carrying the blazing torch of white supremacy. P.S. Make sure that you all, and I mean all, vote Democrat even though they have assisted in all of your problems. And don't you worry, we will fill your ranks with race peddlers and agitators. We'll be keeping a watchful eye from the halls of your federal government. And don't forget, when all else fails, if you can't kill enough of you in or out of the womb, and you're not killing enough of you with guns and other forms of violence, just remember, systemic racism. I'm out.
I'm gonna leave it at that. Jericho Green, people. Oh, funny, but it feels like that. It literally feels like that. It does. And that's why I don't pretend with that stuff. Like I myself, like I said, yes, I'm black. Yes, I'm a male. But you know what I'm at first? I'm take first. I'm me before anybody else. I'm me before anybody else. I saw a video this morning like, are you proud to be black? I can't be proud of something that I didn't have no choice in the matter. I'm proud to be successful because I work hard for it. I'm proud that I got in a nice house and provided for my family because I work hard at it, like the dad said to his little girl. But because for some reason I'm black and I'm, it's just like saying, because if that's the case, then should I be proud that I was predisposed to a disease because of the generational thing? I don't think people will be that proud because that would be stupid to me. And I'll be stupid to you. So let's be honest about that. I'm me. Every black person is not a monolith. Biden, as he said, there's no difference between black people. Man, I said the guy said the most racist thing right in front of y'all faces, and y'all think, let it go. Whatever. Orange man bad. Speaking of Orange man, and speaking of me, go back to the beginning of this pandemic and see what I said. Or should I say scandemic? That's what I call it. Sorry. Scandemic. And again, Facebook had pulled me because it said what I said about where the virus came from. They said, oh, well, you can't be saying that. Here's articles from, USA Today and all that stuff. I'm like, okay, here's my article from the South China Star newspaper. and then they didn't apologize. They let my video up. They still have the disclaimer on it. I want to have the disclaimer on it still. I have not checked because I don't be on Facebook like that still. But it backed out and released my video. I was like, well, excuse me then for telling whatever. Now that that's happened, now, and I will say this, I'm trigger warning for people with curse words or whatever. The next video I'm gonna play, which is the last video tonight, but I'm just letting you know that. But I have to talk about it because it's kind of crazy. I just had, there you go. So I want to get it to be set up, of course. So let's go. I want to get it set up, of course. But okay, so here we go. I've said what I said, and so for some reason, happy YouTube and everybody else keep it what it is. Thank you. But keep some of the videos them up. But I was proven right. Again, I want to be proven wrong in a lot of cases. Nobody really proves me wrong. Those who do, I will acknowledge it no matter what. I'll not acknowledge it if I'm wrong. But but y'all got crazy with the orange man. So funny enough, Fauci, who I think should not be where he is, he should be fired. But again, he's a government employee. They ain't gonna fire no government people. So I got this thing for government. Even when you royally F up, you fail upwards. How that works. But I digress. Now, because now that they have and I love how the media is full of crap. I swear. Like, oh, the leaked emails from Dr. Fauci. No, it was the Freedom of Information Act that got the emails. See, the difference is Fauci wasn't as conniving as evil. He's evil, but not as conniving as evil as Hillary. To say, oh, we wiped my server with bleach? Oh, that's raw. Shut up. I'm happy you didn't become president. Thank goodness you didn't. Even though I didn't vote for Trump back then, and Hillary Clinton in that one, I voted third party. I am happy with that because no. But let's talk about this right here. So I'm gonna flip it so we can play this because it's again triggering. It has a lot of curse words in it. Just letting y'all know that up front. But you know what? It's very important to say what I gotta say here. Take it away.
2021, we're all 4 months into the Magoo administration, and the media are already running out of things to prove Trump correct about. From the weaponization of the FBI to the secret supervillain origins of the Wu flu, and finally to the conductor of the Backstab Symphony, Antonio Lucio Fulci. Is it sad? I know absolutely no one will get that fucking classical reference, but enough about the orchestra. Let's hear from the fucking woodwinds. Actually, that's unfair, folks, because when China's around, not even Kenny G circular breathing his way through a 45-minute soprano sax solo blows as hard as Chairman Mauchi. Solidified all the more now that his private emails, per a standard public disclosure request, might I add, were released to the public.
Like I said, you see what they said? Oh, leaked emails. No, it was not leaked emails. It was a Freedom of Information Act. Again, he just didn't do, like I said, what Hillary did.
This past week by the Washington Post in a fairly transparent attempt to throw Antonio under the bus so Kamala the cop can appoint someone.
And let's not forget, these are left newspapers who released this, which is, says what will happen when the conservative newspaper release stuff.
Even more fucking authoritarian. Hey, I hear Judge Dredd has an open calendar, Kamala. So let's go down the litany of claims Trump made prior to Election Day, which Fauci and the fucking media denied in earnest, and cross-check them against the contents of Fauci's private communiques, shall we? Masks work. Never mind Trump saying they should be optional and may not do a fucking thing at all.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Asymptomatic spread is a very real thing, and Trump is a dangerous tyrant for citing studies suggesting the contrary.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
The pinko pox couldn't possibly have been engineered in a lab.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
China has been utterly forthright with their COOF casualty figures.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Wow. Really?
And last but not least, hydrochloroquine doesn't work.
That was a lie.
I knew that already. I can smell the lies.
No, I'm not gonna say it. If you want to watch someone finger flip, chair spin, and say, fuck you, I was right, frankly, the only man who deserves to do so is Donald fucking Trump. Damn near everything he said about Fauci and the fucking COOF has been resoundingly ratified in one bushel of butt fucking emails. And between this and his history of hysteria with the HIV in the 80s, I'd sooner trust Dr. Thunder than Dr. Fauci. For those unapprised, in 83, over a year after we stopped calling it GRIDS, or gay-related immunodeficiency syndrome, the same year we lost Klaus Nomi to the disease and the first prominent celebrity death related to AIDS, Fauci floated the flat fucking ridiculous theory that AIDS could be spread through incidental, non-physical fucking contact. And I quote, routine close contact as within a family household can spread the AIDS disease.
That's kind of, where did I have heard that before? Same person said we should not get together in a house that's more than, yeah.
Sound in any way fucking familiar? Yes, friends. Fauci wanted you all to mask up to avoid a face full of Freddie Mercury spit, lest you waste away into an immunocompromised husk or gain 80 pounds of pure muscle a la Magic Johnson. Seriously, Jim Bros, next time you get ready to pound a protein shake or some shit, just remember you can bareback a biker and achieve the same fucking effect. And even with all this, Fauci was still somehow allowed to mismanage the COOF crisis over 30 years fucking distant? This knuckle-dragging dim-you-wop is proof in practice that some people just inevitably fail fucking upward.
Exactly like I said.
Ask Kathleen Kennedy. But
and Lily Singh as well too, and Kamala Harris, and Nancy Pelosi, and Chuck Schumer, and Biden, who got all that stuff. Work all that. Funny how all that works, huh?
Why Fauci? Why now? And why released by two leftist publications that spent the previous year calling Trump a tin pot dictator for speculating everything they just proved? Well, it's as obvious as Sterling's wig. Fauci was a useful pawn for 15 minutes, but now that Vice President Wine Mom is day drinking and casket shopping, the man is the very deadest of dead weight for the administration and a thermonuclear political liability as the public slowly awakened to the hoodwinkifying we all endured for over a fucking year. Honestly, I half believe Biden and Kamala expected us all to wake up and kick Fauci to the fucking curb long before now so they wouldn't have to call in any favors from the media. But folks, that's the American public in 2021.
And what he's gonna say, he's gonna say exactly what I always say with y'all. That's why I'm letting this be the end of the clip, because of what I'm gonna say. Because I've said it multiple times in every video.
As docile as we are, dim-witted. To adequately process how profoundly fucking brain damaged we are, consider the following. Many of us required a written transcript of an email of him admitting it to comprehend that masks do dick to prevent the commie cough, even though all you needed to confirm that fact was 15 seconds watching the gaggle of illegals you hire to cut your lawn, wielding a fleet of leaf blowers, all bedecked in medical-grade surgical masks, and each and every one still fucking sneezing. How much smaller do you suppose a pinkopox particle is than a grain of goddamn dust, you dipshits? The American public are too stupid to be allowed to live. Most of you people think Sherlock Holmes is a housing project. You people think Thailand is a store where Fuentes buys his fucking prom suits. I've watched some of you retards study for your fucking COVID test.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Razor thy fist with a zero, as Crowder would say. That's what I've said. People are stupid, individuals smart. I'm sorry. That's what it is. You got a lot of people up there who just don't care. Like you said, they Chuck your Nancy, all that. They don't care because they want to
Texas! Beautiful, lovely Texas!
Thanks for taking my money, asshole.
That's what they do. They take their money from y'all, and y'all literally still give them whatever. And as I said before, look at Jeff Bezos. Still making millions of dollars, billions of dollars, because y'all set up that way, and y'all make everything to go through one chain. So when one chain breaks down, America is set up itself for when, as we saw with the scandemic last year, when something happens, we are not prepared for this at all. We're not. Look at the car shortage that's going on right now because of the semiconductors, and we don't have the chips. I wonder if I can find out that video quickly. I'll see, because that right there, my friend, gonna show you how crazy. Let me see if I can find that, because it needs to see here. We do not prepare ourselves for good stuff. We suck at this. I'm saying that because we don't hope for the best and prepare for the worst. We don't. That's one of my theories. But people don't do that. They don't. And I want to see if I can get the one. Oh, that's popular. I don't want popular. There we go. Give me
I tried everything.
1 second here. Let the damn commercial play. I want this. We do not prepare ourselves. That's why. So when we had come to find out, a lot of the stuff, or we're not even in PPE, not made in America. Penicillin, not made in America. Why? Why is that that's not a problem? Why? I want to let you listen to this from a guy who is a millionaire and stuff like that, and he's one of those millionaires that I'm cool with. Doesn't look like a millionaire, but he is. Right now, he's getting back to Tennessee, but he gives shout outs to Scotty Kilmer. He rents a house in the Maine, which is not cheap at all. Well, let me see if I get the spot where he's at. I apologize for the sound skipping right here.
And now, oof, will they learn? Who knows? Sometimes corporations don't learn anything. They just keep muddling along like a headless giant. But hopefully they'll learn from this. Ford vows to maintain lower vehicle inventories, assisting its profit per vehicle. What a stupid idea. So what's he doing? He's lowering the cars that are there so they can sell them at a higher price. So in other words, he's charging his customers more for vehicles because he can't build them correctly because their supply chain is messed up. Yeah, screw over your own customers to make more money.
And for young kids, again, pass this on, please. When y'all think, get tax corporations, whatever, this is what they do. I've said it millions of times. You're going to pay for that crap, as Scotty's going to tell you.
In the long run, this is why I'm telling people. Do a little history. The Japanese, their corporate strategy is to get people loyal. Sell them a good product, a good price. Here it's like, screw over your people. Make more money as much as you can. And if you can't build as many, charge more money for them. I think they've lost their noodles. Now, Toyota's trying out something that I said, hey, I'm sure people are going to do it. They now have a Toyota Corolla they're testing out with hydrogen-fueled combustion engine. Now, everybody's got the rave.
Okay, and that's going further on, but what he just said is what I'm saying. You're charging, so you can't make enough stuff, supply and demand. I get that, but then instead of just saying, let's just keep it the right price and keep the loyalty band, no, we're gonna charge extra amount of money over. When you tax corporations, they literally pass the taxes on to their customers and the employees. You get screwed. Just like the way people say, there's a food desert. They're not building these stores in these black neighborhoods because you're going to rob them. And when you rob them, not only does that not bring you the food, the supplies, and water, whatever you need, also that take away job opportunities. So what does that do? Like the guy who got robbed, I just showed the guy who's trying to be mayor of Atlanta, they rob your car, you moron. You're making the problem. And they don't live there, so they don't care. Short-term gains for long-time disaster. That's what those people do. But it is what it is. So I wanted to do it. If Trip is watching, yeah, sorry, I'll just chit chat with you. But we'll get back to our regular schedule next week. I apologize for that. It's just how the situation worked out. But let me see here. Up close to 25,000 people live. Thank you on Tempo FM. Thank you guys again. Go to YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, share. There are gonna be videos, like I said, with straight no chasers that I put on YouTube at Tempo FM. Comment. I have no problem with that. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Do what we gotta do. Again, I apologize for the 2 weeks hiatus because again I had to take care of family and stuff like that. So next week we're gonna be back to the regular schedule of 9 o'clock Project Open Mic. Saturday, Friday, of course, the side chat with the guys, and of course videos on Tuesday or whatever. What I feel like what to do with the Straight No Chasers. Other than that, I want to thank you guys out there for giving me your time, your ears, your time, your mind. Because, man, I'm telling you, that curse is real. Wake up. Break those chains that's in your head. Don't let the news media tell you, oh, this is this because of black, whatever. Look at it. Critical thing. Do like that father is doing to his little girl. Break those chains so she can grow up and do anything she wants to do. I have given positive story. That's a little positive story right there. I've given one where the father bought a house for his girl and she's like 15. He bought his daughter a house. They're gonna invest into it and use it for money until it comes time for she to move in when she's older. Awesome. And that's a black dad giving it to a black girl. Awesome. We do have positive stuff. We need to bring it up with more. I get it. I do negative stuff to a degree, but I'm just trying to show people, give them the shock to wake up. Stop doing this stupid nonsense. Of course with this. Okay? Just letting you know that. Evil comes in all shapes, size, color, creeds, height, nationality, genders. It makes no difference. Evil's evil. And that's why I say to a lot of people out there, for me, I working hard, making sure that you wrap it up like I have, and make sure that I have no children, no legitimate women. Fun is fun. I'm not gonna deny it. I'll be alive to you to tell you that sex ain't fun. Sex is fun, but I'm not having a child. And women do the exact same thing. You're the arbiters of children and everything. Do that. Make sure you have that set up. I am dead serious about that. So, again, like Razor Fist said, that's what I'm saying as well too. People are stupid, individuals smart. Be that smart individual. Please, you can grow out and do many things. But again, here's what it is. Get you guys next time for Project Open Mic. Again, that'll be Thursday, it's regular time, 9 o'clock Eastern time. All right? Peace out and have a good night. Take care of yourself over the weekend.